show you how to create notebooks with the Tianse CoilBind plastic coil binding machine. I'll show you how I created these two adorable licensed notebooks for my 5-year-old nephew Aiden. Plastic coil binding is amazingly easy to work with, and best of all, it leaves no sharp edges. I'll show you how in 5 minutes or less you can create fabulous lay-flat notebooks just like these. Trust me, you can do it. It's so easy. Let's start by gathering our materials. First, you need chipboard backs to give you something hard to write against, paper, any type you choose. Of course, you'll need covers and protective plastic. I use licensed scrapbook paper, coil binding, and your coil crimping pliers that came with your Tianse machine. Speaking of your Tianse machine, let me introduce you to the punch depth control knob. It changes how far from the edge of your paper the punches will go, which you'll be able to see here. It comes in what I like to call large, medium, and small. The smaller your coil binding, the smaller your punch depth. Today, I'll be using small. Next, it's time to align your paper and cutting guides. The Tianse fits 3 sizes. Today, I'm using letter size, 8.5 by 11. I made sure the edge guide is lined up against the black line so that when I push the paper against it, it should line up perfectly. Grab your paper and push it snug and flat against the edge guide, making sure that it's also flat against the base. And yep, it's perfectly lined up against the letter mark on the right. Time for a test punch. Check your paper to make sure there are no extra half holes on either end. We should be good to go. Now it's time to get punching. Always make sure that you don't overload the machine. And that way you'll get clean, beautiful cuts every single time. Now it's time to punch all of your paper in neat little stacks. How many sheets at a time really depends on your paper's weight. If it's too hard to pull the punch handle, your stack is too big. I promise, this won't take long at all though. For your chipboard backs, do them individually. Same goes for your covers, just to be safe. If you decide to do back decorative covers as well, be sure to rotate them so any designs end up right side up. Finally, for your plastic covers, again, please do those one at a time. Now that everything is all punched, it's time to arrange your materials in order, all ready for binding. To start the binding process, make sure all your paper is aligned in both directions. Pinch the top edge of your paper, grab your coil binding, and thread it up and toward the front cover. I like to twist it through the holes about 1 inch or so in by hand. Now it's time to turn on the roller and get rolling. As you'll see, the machine will automatically spin it through your paper. Ideally, you should hold it at a higher angle, but I wanted to make sure that you could see what I was doing. I like to stop every so often and make sure that I haven't missed any pages. Sometimes that can happen, but as you'll see, once it gets going, it goes fast. Again, stop to check, make sure you haven't missed any pages in there, and just keep going. This is much closer to the angle that you should use, ideally, when you're not trying to film yourself making notebooks. At the end, try to go a little bit slow because you want to make sure that you have just a little bit of space on each end so that you're ready for crimping. Now it's time to get crimping. Make sure that the handy dot is always pointing up toward you. Now grab your notebook, front cover up, and put your crimper right after the last hole, resting the left edge of the pliers against the side of the notebook. Then squeeze with a quick fluid motion. It'll bend the plastic inward, nice and easy. Then you just flip the notebook over and repeat the process. Last hole, rest the left edge of the crimpers against the edge of the notebook, and squeeze. Clip, and there you go. Nice and easy, nice and simple, and no sharp edges. Bent inward, and nothing will come out. Let's watch that one more time with my second notebook. Again, leave a little bit on each edge. Grab your pliers. Make sure that the red dot is facing up. Rest the left edge of the plier against the edge of your notebook. Crimp with a quick fluid motion. It'll clip right off. Flip it over, and repeat that process. Red dot facing up against the edge of the notebook, clip, and done. It's super easy once you get the hang of it. And there you have it, 2 completed notebooks in under 5 minutes. Heck, I was even filming the whole time. 2 notebooks, 5 minutes. And the beauty of coil binding, they lay completely flat. They're easy to turn inside out, right back out around, and it's fabulous. All done. 2 notebooks, 5 minutes, easy peasy. If you're anything like me and you have a stash of adorable scrapbook paper lying around, turn those babies into notebooks. You can do it all with the Tianse CoilBind machine. It even comes with 100 coil bindings to get you started. Trust me, you can do this. It's super easy. When you're all done, don't forget to clean out the Easy Catch tray where you'll find all of your scraps. You can easily throw it away, or you can do what I did. Yay! You made notebooks and confetti! Thanks so much for watching, and happy creating with the Tianse CoilBind.